I had to refilm this intro just to let you guys know that this is one of the most insane hunts we have ever done on this channel. Of course, you guys already know what it is. We're gonna be looking for everything nostalgic we can find. Anything in regards to animation, Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network, Sponge, you know how it goes. And of course, we'll also be looking for some stuff for my Whatnot streams that we can bring to our auctions that I do every single Friday, so we can get some funds to go back into the collection and this channel. And we picked up thousands of dollars of inventory and epic stuff to add to the collection in one day in this video. So if you haven't already, hit the like button if you want to see me do more of these flea market videos. Let's go ahead and head on in. All right, so we just got in here. We're looking around right now. There's a bunch of stuff that's coming out. Everything's just coming out the truck right here, but there's everybody just trying to pull stuff out. You're just trying to kind of find some scraps that come out. Let's go ahead and look around. That's Curtis right there. You guys might know him from Pixel Game Squad. Let's go ahead and look around. There's a lot of cards, but most of it's like baseball cards, football cards. We're just gonna keep looking around and see if we can find something we're looking for.
So this guy was in American Gladiators. He's also in a bunch of movies. My sister's boyfriend.
What? Dude, that's so random.
I just saw it, I was like, let's go! You know?
Well, shout out to Rip. You guys know him probably from Pixel Game Squad. And apparently his brother-in-law is also from American Gladiators.
You know? More you know.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of figures. It's all really promising and just kind of looking for the right thing for us. Okay, there we go. We got the fin right there. I like that. We'll grab him. I always find him loose without the like bag on him, so that's nice. I had one, but Hunter chewed him up, so we're glad to get a new one. Hopefully we can get it for a good price. I'm always looking in these if we can find any of like the Spongebob movie ones. You never know which ones you'll find in there. A lot of sports stuff. A heck of a lot of Skywing planes. Tony the Tiger all the way down to the Snap Crackle Pop. Pretty sweet setup here. I don't know if I'm gonna grab this one, but it's dope nonetheless. See, and then pretty much you're just waiting till stuff gets out, but it doesn't really get that far unless I want to go like in the mix and try to get in there and get it, but it's just not me. I just kind of wait until they slowly bring stuff out. We do have the little crushed Yu-Gi-Oh figure here right now though, but I'm gonna try to see if I can, I mean, they have to have some other really good stuff because you can see so many different toys out here. It's just a lot of it's sports stuff and stuff that I really just can't connect with. We got Heroescape, whatever that might be. Ooh, now that's pretty sweet. We have the X and Y Pokemon figures here with Banette and also with Halucha. Can we pop that out? Hey, there we go. Good as new. Let's pick that one up. Next up here, we have the My Neighbor Totoro mug here. I think it's like a full 360 mug. We might check it out and see a little bit better. It looks like maybe it came from like Box Lunch, $12.50. We'll pick it up for right now and take a look later. From my experience, the best thing to do is just grab a bunch of stuff and they'll give you like the best price they can, like, you know, based off of that. I like this one right here, this little Batsumaru, whether Karina gets it or we bring it over to the stream. I'm gonna grab that one too. Ooh, and they have the Justice League there. The Cartoon Network Justice League with Superman, Marvin the Martian, the Martian Manhunter. Let's keep looking though. Dude, nobody remembers Duel Master like that. It was like the knockoff Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's actually kind of sweet. I picked up a bunch of the booster packs here a while ago and they were like 20, 30 bucks each. So I don't know, I'm just gonna take a look, I'll grab it, see if I can get it in like a group price, and I might pick this up too. Oh, and they have all the Justice League figures, but somebody like bursted them off of the like little card that it comes with, something like this, but they're all off of it, so I think I'm gonna leave them, but they are still sweet to see. They have the Halo figures too, and there's just so much today. Halo 3 too, I think I'm gonna grab that as well. They got the Jump Force magazines here. I'm gonna have to come back and look here too. Just my hands are full. All right, so our hands don't get too full here. We're just gonna put everything up here so that way we can get it all at the end. I'm gonna grab all of this stuff as of right now, but we gotta get back out there and looking, and hopefully nobody comes and takes it, because that does happen too, but we're gonna hope for that not to happen. Oh, thanks man, appreciate you. All right, so now we got a box for it. We'll put everything in that, and hopefully that'll kind of, you know, keep the wandering hands away. Excuse me. Oh, and you know when I see Garfield, we gotta get over there. I don't know why he's holding this random spoon, but we're gonna take Garfield too. Hey, we got another one here too. Hey, there's a bunch of them, okay? Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and take, some of them are a little rough, you know, but we got a little bit of some stuff on it, but you know, that's what happens sometimes. We just gotta give them a little spa day in the washing machine. I love this big chunky Garfield too. All right, we're gonna take these three for sure. These ones look like the cleanest ones, but they got more plushies just pouring out right now. We'll see what else comes out of here. Hey, I think that's Sagwa. Is that Sagwa the cat? No, that's not Sagwa. This is Grumpy Cat. I thought that was Sagwa. We'll go ahead and grab these three for right now. Look at him with the little freaking slippers. He's got his own slippers on. I mean, he is the licensing king, so I would wear my own slippers too if I had them. Whenever I want to see like what's the best stuff that I probably missed, I come over here to these guys.
Ricky's pile? Yours aren't my pile.
Look at this, dude. They always freaking, oh, dude, the baby.
I gotta wash him, he's bad.
That is
You gotta watch
sick.
yourself too while you're at it.
Dude, the Cartoon Network Gundam.
Dude, it's awesome.
That's sick, dude. Oh my god, you see what I'm saying? Look at this. These guys are quick. They're the pros, you know. They've been. How long have you guys been doing this again?
On YouTube, 13 years.
13 years. You know, I've been doing it for a year and a half. Okay, I have a right to suck at this.
No, it's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great.
They're killing it though. All right, guys, we'll keep looking around, see if we can get some stuff. Okay, I was gonna grab this, but I think I'm gonna swap it out because I think this is a little bit more me. We've got the Batman here. The exclusive comes with Penguin, Batman, Batgirl, and also with Nightwing. These are all from the animated series. That is pretty dope. So I'm gonna grab that one for sure, and we'll keep looking, like I said. Oh, and the Smurfs too. The Smurfs on this sled is so sweet. That's super cute too. Oh man, again, I have to just keep going back and keep dropping stuff in the box. I can't keep it all in one hand because I'm holding you guys too. Dude, Tim the Toolman Taylor's got a freaking Hot Wheel. I think literally everybody at this point has a Hot Wheel. That is sick. Actually, no, that's not Tim. That's his sidekick. What is his name? I don't even remember his name, but Ryan will pop it up on screen. Last time I was here, Curtis here from Pixel Game Squad, he ended up finding the I'm Ready Spongebob, and the dude literally ran off with it so quick. I've never...
Because I knew, I was like, I would normally just throw you it, but I was like, this is probably worse than this.
Yeah, dude, and I don't blame you. I was just like, dang, dude, because I was in the same booth as him.
I got it so cheap, it's a keeper. Like, I'm just like...
Oh, okay, you're gonna keep it?
Yeah, that one I'm actually keeping. I was like, 'cause I'm a big SpongeBob fan, man.
Yeah, but he was like, oh yeah, you weren't even lying about that plush. I'm like, dude, I am the SpongeBob guy. If I tell you it's rare, there's a good chance it probably is. If you ever don't keep it, hit me up, okay?
I got you.
Okay, so somebody said there's a bunch of like Sailor Moon plushies over here, but they were really dusty. And they're really, I mean, I'll take dusty. It just depends how dusty. I think still, like if we can get them for a good deal, I think I could probably wash a lot of this off. So we have the tuxedo mask here. We have the vintage Luna. I mean, even if we take them off of the card, I think if we wash them, they're still pretty sweet. You know, I think somebody would still be really happy to get these in their collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this whole box. I mean, I don't really mind giving them a wash. All right, let's throw all these in the cart. Like I said, I mean, some of them, they might be harder to wash. Like this one, I don't know. I might leave this one. This one's got a lot of stuff that I don't think is maybe gonna come up. But the rest of them, we'll take that. That's mine.
Oh, just now I thought this was a full box that you missed, and I was like, "There's another full box over here."
That's what I was trying. See, guys, I was telling you guys. Hopefully, somebody doesn't think this is just like random, and that's what happened. You know, you can't comprehend how ridiculous this looks right now unless you were doing the same thing.
I can comprehend from my view.
Yeah. From here, it looks pretty ridiculous. How you doing, Tommy? I always learn so much from Tommy, so it's always nice to see what he's got too. Heck yeah, dude. He does the Amazon too, so like he always has some really interesting stuff that he finds. And I'm always like, I guess I'm always learning stuff because he does a lot of stuff that I would never even think that was on there.
And we help each other here and there too, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'll give you stuff, you give me stuff if I don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. That's all about that, you know? Like I try to we always try to help each other out. Like if I see gaming stuff, I always try to get it to Riff and Ricky, or if I see something that I think Tommy's interested in, I'll try to grab it for him too. You know, you end up making connections, and that kind of helps you out in the hunting because you only have so many hands, so many eyes. So, you know, if you see something that other person looking for, you know, that might help you a lot, just making that connection with them. I thought these were Jackie Chan Adventures cards. That is not what that is. A Speed Racer. Not Jackie Chan Adventures. Dude, why do I keep thinking you're Sagwa? You're not Sagwa. This is Grumpy Cat. See, but we're gonna stay around here for a little bit and just see what they keep bringing out, because they just keep bringing out more stuff. And honestly, sometimes you just miss stuff the first time you go around and you just gotta look again. The Grumpy Cat, I think we'll leave him. He's pretty beat up, but still pretty sweet though. Sorry, Grumpy Cat, you'll never be Sagwa. Oh, dude, can we find the bottle to this? This is the flea from Mucha Lucha, but there's no bottle. This is the topper for one of those, what is it called? Those belly washers. Well, if we can't find him, I'm still gonna grab this because that's just sick. I'll put it in my personal, my personal collection. Put it in the variety room. All right, I'm still holding on to my little lonely flea here, trying to see if I could find the bottle, but dude, found freaking Avatar book 1, brand new, crispity crunch sealed right there. As my man Limestone would say, can you hear that? You hear that? It's still saran wrapped, but there's a bunch of sealed old anime here too, so I'm just stacking it up and we're gonna go through all of it after, but I'm definitely gonna grab that. I'm trying to see, man, if they had book 1, maybe they have the other books too. Okay, I'm looking through. I think I found actually another one of the books, guys. Yes, dude. Heck yeah. Dude, Last Airbender coming to theaters. Summer 2010. Did it ever even come? Oh, okay, this is the live action one, the M. Night Shyamalan one. I was gonna say, did this even ever come to theaters? That one we're grabbing for sure. So, dude, okay, come on. There's 2 of the books here. It has to be the other 2 in here, too. Wait a minute, what is that? What is that? Are we gonna find all 3 of the OG ones still in the box? Okay, so there's another one right there. We just need one more, dude. One more's gotta be in here. Is this it? No, that's not it. I'm gonna keep looking. I'll pick it up if I see it, guys. But there, we have 3 of the 4 books. So we have to have the last. Oh, wait, no, wait. Maybe? Is there only 3, actually, now that I think about it? I think there might only be the 3. I'm gonna keep looking, but I think I just might be incorrect on how many books there are, because there should be 4, hypothetically, with all the elements, but he is heir, so we might actually have the whole set there then. All right, guys, so we're gonna keep looking around right now. I think we've kind of gone through everything. We're just waiting for them to bring out some more boxes. Let me go drop this stuff off though, and then after that, did you guys hear that? As I was walking by, this guy was like, oh my God, because of the Avatar sealed. So shout out to him. But we're gonna put this here. We're gonna keep looking around, guys. Like I said, I'm just waiting for them to bring out more stuff. I don't want to go to, there's the other booths, of course, too, but this one's got so much stuff in the era of what we're looking for usually that I feel like I should just kind of wait it out and see what else comes out. Ooh, okay, so Ricky from Pixel Game Squad just said that there's Rugrats stuff in here. I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but
Blake just put it to the side. Blake, where'd you put that Rugrats stuff? Your stuff.
so this is the side.
Someone put him. Oh, there's more under there, but look.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Get the Angelica there with the KB Toys logo.
Oh yes, Tommy.
Hey, those are pretty clean too.
Dude, all this stuff.
Hey, that's sick, dude.
My favorite part is the Batman Beyond figure.
Hey, that's
dude,
dope.
that is really dope. Dude, that's one of the best shows. So
For me, that's the show that came on after Pokemon. This is basically what me and Tommy always do, is just trying to get in this elusive truck spot throughout the whole day. All right, my box is completely loaded up, and I'm pretty sure that's the case. I think that there is just 3 books right now, in total, obviously, from Korra. But I just, in my brain, it's I always still think there's a 4th book because there's 4 elements, but I think there is only the 3. So we got the entire set of Avatar. These are the original releases, brand new, sealed. Dude, let's go. Hey, Tommy and Ricky made it into the elusive truck spot. They're
Well,
yeah, I go up, but I just feel like I'm getting in people's face too much, you know?
There's mornings where I'm comfortable with it, and there's days where I'm
There's too many people, you know? Yeah. But, I'm gonna let them out. That was 4 in here at this point, so now I think I missed my opportunity. Tommy took it, I give him credit. Oh my God, okay, well now there's gonna be 6. I'm just gonna stand here.
Just to say you did it.
Yeah, there we go.
Say we stood up.
Curtis just found these guys here. Oh, dude, the Phil and Lil too. That is sweet. I'm gonna be
upset if I can't give you the set, but
dude, I think Blake actually is another guy in there. He has a store, right?
He's got his own little thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So he found the Angelica and the Tommy, and then he just found the Reptar, the Chucky, and the Phil and Lil, and he's passing me these 2. So thanks, dude. Appreciate it. All right. So shout out to Curtis again. We're gonna go and add these to the box. Hey, and dude, he just threw.
I'm stealing. It's the other way around. I'm not giving you things.
He threw the Reptar in there too. Appreciate it. There we go. So we got all three of them. We are missing Angelica and I think Tommy, but I actually have those ones already. I just don't have them on the card like that. So that's still sweet though. I can complete the set. Dude, you guys don't remember this? Freaking on PVS, JJ the jet plane. No, it's not Thomas. It's JJ the jet plane. You get the whole set here with the KB Toys logo on it. I'm literally looking through. Oh, dude, that is sweet. Oh, that's fantastic. This is the whole set there too.
There you go, man.
Heck yeah, dude. Oh man, I appreciate
passing it to you, brother.
Hey, dude, thank you.
Help me out to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, people are always helping us out, especially Pixel Game Squad. If you guys haven't checked them out already, definitely go check them out. They're just genuinely awesome dudes all together, the whole group. Hey, that is sick, man. Thank you. That's probably gonna go in my personal collection.
I saw George walking away.
We're here
with
at the
it,
swap meet.
and I was like, "You getting that?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, can I grab it from my buddy Mark?" He's like, "All right."
Thanks, man. I'm gonna go add that in my box. Ever since the Spongebob incident, Curtis and Riff are now having a contest apparently to see who can find the best item to pass over. I'm here for it.
I've always passed you over my items, dude. I'll never do that.
Not even a Cartoon Network fan.
You like money, though.
Hey, I'm here for the competition since it definitely is beneficial to me. So I'll take it. Okay, so we're gonna add this in there too. Our box is officially too full at this point. We're putting it over here. We got some discs too. I got the Extraordinary Adventures with Looney Tunes. Bobobo, what do you guys remember about Bobobo? We got this one too here. Freaking fire. So I'm just keeping it adding up. I'm just looking through the media because there's just so much stuff there and that nobody's really looking in that spot as much as some of the other areas are. You know, people are just going through the boxes, which I get, but I think most of them have been gone through at this point, but I feel like nobody's looking in this media, so I'm just continuing to keep searching through it. Okay, so this is all pretty much sealed manga. I went through all of it. This is pretty much the stuff that was like worth, you know, doing on the resale so we could get some more funds into the collection. So I went through most of it. There's also this stack over here. So I'm gonna go drop this off and maybe I'll just go through it now, but I gotta go through this stuff too. So that's what's up next. Hey, Curtis found the binder, dude.
Actually, they found it up there.
Oh, okay. Like I said, that's why that spot's the elusive truck spot, because everybody gets everything first. But hey, we'll take the scraps to come out.
Dude, all day. I may have to drop a bag on this.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Like, it looks like most of it's pretty clean, too. Oh, dude. Score, dude. What the heck? So Curtis is trying to go buy the Pokemon binder right now, dude. That is insane. I can't believe it. There was literally Charizard in there, Raichu, Dark Raichu too. I mean, I didn't even really see everything. You guys saw, we paused the clip. I'm glad that I got to catch like him going through the binder too. You know, they played a lot more tame than me, like, you know, keeping it calm. For me, I would have been like, dude, I would have been flipping out, but you know, you got to keep it tame because otherwise they'll charge you for that excitement. We're peeking through Curtis's binder. Like, dude, that's clean. Like, that is clean as hell too. I got all those DVDs to look at, but the homie Courtman passed over this bag though with a bunch of toys, and it looks like it's mostly sports and stuff like that though. But we'll still take a look. Okay, so we got a bunch of anime, more sealed anime here. So we got Bleach. I mean, dude, there is some old stuff in here too. More Bleach. There is some sweet, like I can't even, some of these anime I've never even heard of. Death Note, dude. That is freaking killer. So we're gonna go through all of this right now, but dude, like insane. Ping Pong Club, like what the frick? That is wild. Let's go see if we can scavenge out of Tommy's leaf pile.
How do you assume that it's not all mine?
Dude, I know you're not taking all this. We got his leaf pile. Is this your leaf pile here, or is this your go pile? Okay, for sure, dude. We'll go through your scraps when you're done. But dude, yeah, there's so much anime, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna go settle up with him after. I see a bunch of more toys over here, though. Bunch of Homer Simpsons. If we could find the Adventure Time ones, that would be pretty sweet. It's just like a bunch of Homer Simpson. Oh no, there's a Scooby-Doo one. That's kind of sweet. It's Crush, but we'll maybe ask about that one. All right, guys, we got the Raving Rabbits. This is actually a Nickelodeon show, believe it or not. A lot of people don't know that. I think this is from their Nickelodeon era. I have one in my collection, but I'm gonna grab one, so I know somebody on Whatnot's gonna wanna pick this guy up for sure. Okay, so they have more of the Lego stuff here. Again, I see the Hello Kitty, like unicorn stuff, but oh, what is this? Fright Factory? Do you guys remember these? These freaking like gel gummies you could make? I remember the creepy crawler like machine that they had, but I've never seen this, the Fright Factory one. Dude, that's pretty badass. I might ask about that one too. I think I left my cart over there, so we got to go back and get it. But we did get the Scooby-Doo Dimensions. I think just this guy here for the minifigs and stuff goes for about like 40 bucks. So I got everything for 20, and that's including the vintage Scooby-Doo item here. Like I said, I gotta go get my cart though. Hopefully nobody took my cart because I have my backpack in there, which has all my camera batteries and everything else that I need. But to be honest, people are usually pretty chill here, so I should be okay. But you know, don't do that. I realize you guys haven't really seen me a lot today because I've been like filming forward most of the video, but we got this guy. We got loaded up my cart. This is what's in my cart currently, but it's literally just this. I couldn't even load everything that we got up already over here at Jose's. I'm gonna go ahead and like pay him and everything at the end because I have so much stuff I don't want to carry it right now. I'll come back at the end and get everything, but this is what we have currently. Again, big shout out to Riff over there, and as well as Ricky, Curtis, everybody at Pixel Game Squad. They've been incredibly kind to me. From the first time I got to meet them and get to know them, they invited me to go like get food with them, like just right off the back. So kind, so open, and so friendly. So thank you for the kindness you guys have shown me. I appreciate it so much. And definitely, if you guys haven't checked it out, go check out Pixel Game Squad. They do gaming stuff. You guys probably already know about them if you guys, you know, like are into vintage and retro gaming. But if you don't, just definitely take a look. And also shout out to my friend Tommy here and a few other people that are just, you know, always helping me out. So it's a really cool community here. I always kind of compare it to like high school. Like when you come here, it's like everybody kind of knows each other. We're all kind of hyped to see each other. It's like this place we all go on the weekend to kind of say what's up to each other. And you kind of rehash this connection. It's like an endless recess. And we're all just talking about the stuff that we love and getting to see the stuff that we love, picking it up, hype for each other to see what each other found. You know, like sometimes of course we get a little competitive, all for the fun, but at the end of the day we all just appreciate each other and what we're doing. But you know, sometimes that just happens when you're all interested in the same stuff. But at the end of it all, like I said, it's all love. So just big shout out to everybody over here, the vendors, everything. This is a fantastic flea market. We're gonna keep looking around. Just want to check in with you guys since we haven't seen each other in a little bit. But you know, I want to keep the eye on the prize, you know, the stuff that we're picking up. Okay, so I'm just doing like one more scan just to really look around because there's so many little smalls and stuff like that that, you know, I might want to pick up. And you know, now that I have kind of a whole like big lot of stuff I'm picking up, you can always get these little small items in there and you don't really get charged extra that much because there's already so much stuff. So I'm just doing like a little scan to see if I missed anything, and then we'll probably go look at the rest of the market, you know, because I think they've brought out most of what they're going to be bringing out right now, but I'm sure they're going to bring out more as it gets more empty. There's still more stuff in the truck, so we'll come back here for sure. But for right now, let's just make our final little tour, see if there's anything we missed, and then we'll go check out the rest of the market. Found another of the vintage Sailor Moon plushies. So that's why you gotta do one more check before you leave, because you'll never know what's just kind of in there. You know, you just gotta be careful because some of them, like some are cleanable. You know, I always wash everything, double wash it if I have to, but you just never know if you're gonna be able to get some stuff out. So you have to just keep an eye out for that too. Some of this stuff is really freaking dusty, messed up, but you know, that's just kind of the name of the game. Oh, is that a vintage Nermal? Okay, so this is all from just one booth, guys. We are going to pick up everything. I'm gonna, you know, pay the man for his awesome services, and then we're going to go ahead and head around the market. But I'm gonna pay for it now, so that way, you know, he watches out for it for me, and you know, nobody ends up digging through it, hopefully. And then we're gonna walk around. There's no way I can put all of this in my cart. Tommy picked up a bunch of stuff right here. This is the stuff that he left. So let's take a look here and see if we can find anything extra in here that, you know, might be more of our style. So the binder that Curtis found, Tommy had it in his hands and handed it to him. Dude, I was jelly. Like, I was super jealous for sure. But I just, you know, he got to it before me, but you literally had it in your hands.
I'm not acknowledging this. I'm just looking straight ahead.
You got major hunting credit points, though. I think he's going to get karma for sure. You got to get something out of it, right?
I don't know. Maybe in and out, that's cool.
But let the record show, Tommy did hand it to Curtis.
I think I'm pretty sure, because I had both binders in my hand, the blue and the yellow one.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
I'm pretty sure I gave it to Curtis.
Hey, dude, Curtis is the homie though, so I'm glad that he got it too. You know, versus like some person we've never seen before. Dude, this is like the realest cat I've ever seen.
What if it's actually taxidermy?
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is this a legitimate cat in my hand right now? I think the only reason it makes me say no, maybe, is there's a sticker that says made in China. But this cat could have been birthed in China, possibly. That would be made in China. But that is disgusting. That's the thing, man. You never know what you're gonna find out here, dude. Like, you're just looking at Star Wars Transformers figure and you find a dead cat. All right, I came back in here one more time in the truck. It is a mess in here, dude. It's like a hoarder's house in here right now. It is like literally everywhere. Hey, dude, that's dope though. The Toon Squad. All right, so I just found this whole bin here of a bunch of different ornaments. They're like probably from the like mid 90s. These are the Warner Brother ones. So you have Yakko there, Inky. There's a bunch of them. I'm gonna start digging through them and I'll show you guys the pile once I get out. My little container ripped, but it's all good. This is what we ended up picking up. I was gonna share with you as I got out, but I feel like it's gonna be overwhelming to go through all of it at that point. As you guys can see, I mean, that box was just loaded up with a bunch of sweet pieces. This one right here with Gossamer and also Bugs on it too. The Garfield is the Archer, but this Garfield here with him is the Devil is my favorite. The Easter Bunny, and there's like, these are all from the Warner Brothers store, I'm pretty sure, from back in the day. 98. I mean, got a couple other pieces too. The homie over here passed me the VHS too. There's just a bunch. I'll show you guys it all when we get back to the cavern, but just to kind of keep you guys updated, I just didn't want to film the whole thing because like my hands are busy trying to handle everything at the same time and get it all out. I mean, you guys can see this one's going for about like 40 to 60, but it just looks expensive. Sometimes I try to avoid stuff that looks expensive because then they're gonna charge you an expensive price. So I don't know, I might leave this one. Okay, so we finally have to move on. I grabbed a few more items, but I don't want the whole video to be us just at one booth. But it's like, dude, when there's this much stuff, like there's this much, like how can I move on, you know? Like they just keep finding stuff. So like, I just want to stay here, but I also want to see what the other booths have to offer. I did go to another one down there you guys saw for a brief moment. So now let's just start looking around and see what other booths have. All right, guys, so I finally broke loose of that section. There was just too much to look at. I just had to keep looking and looking, and I just kept finding more and more, so I just couldn't get out of it. It was like a hole I was lost in, but we did make it out. They have the awesome GTA 5 display box here. I think this is actually like in the stores. They had it up on display. The Xbox is crazy to think how old this game actually is, and it still feels like it came out like last year. But looking around at the other booth now, finally. From a long distance, I could have swore that was Chucky right there. I mean, tell me that doesn't kind of look like him. Ooh, okay, I see a little something right here, the Chucky bag, but it's not just that. Let's take a look over here. The Scooby-Doo Chia Pet, as well as this vintage Powerpuff Girls tin here, still wrapped up as well. But this, guys, we got Mac and Yak Spongebob, as well as the Easter Bunny Spongebob. No label on that one. We do have this one already, but you know, if we can get a good deal on it, we'll pick that one up too. They got the vintage Spongebob wallet in here, some homies, the official Pokemon book, and some sweet stuff. And oh, that Futurama keychain is dope too. Oh. How did I miss this? Holy crap. Can we get a good deal on this, please? Good morning, Krusty Crew. Green label SpongeBob backpack. Come on, let's get a good deal, please. Yeah, how much are you asking for the backpack? And then this one?
I'll do $5 as well.
Okay, perfect, man. I'll go ahead and take both of these. All right, and I am freaking tired, but at the same time, dude, like, it is such a thrill, like, hunting. I've missed doing this, like, sometimes picking it up from, like, lots from the people. Like, there's a couple of people, like I said, that I work with that'll just, like, hold stuff for me and I'll pick it up. But, like, actually getting out here and looking yourself is, like, I mean, nothing beats that. You're dusty, you're sweaty, you're freaking filthy by the end of the day, but, dude, I could do this for hours and hours. Like, I could do this for days straight. I feel like I don't even need to sleep because the thrill is just crazy. So, I mean, like just finding a green label SpongeBob backpack, like come on, dude. And I get lucky because a lot of people aren't looking for the same stuff I am usually. There's a lot of people here that look for like vintage gaming stuff and stuff like that. So I give like Riff and those guys a lot of credit because there is a lot of competition, but most of the stuff I'm looking for, most people aren't a lot of the time. So I get lucked out and I'm able to find it. Like, look at this, just turning it around. There's so much stuff over here, guys. Like, come on. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like not every single weekend is like this. There's a lot of really good stuff, but this is one of those like weekends where just like everything is just everywhere. Like, come on, we got vintage Teletubbies, Space Jam, Bob movie, freaking meal toys, little Tommy there. How much? $8 each. 16, 24. Could you do an even 20 if I take all of them? I appreciate you. Okay, so we said the meal toys were like 3 for $5. I couldn't find a lot more than I wanted to grab, but I did grab the Scooby-Doo, as well as, what is his name? Is it Spud? What is the freaking dog from Toy Story? I grabbed him as well. I got my stack right here, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is the Space Jam pop-up. Dude, this is so satisfying to go through. It's one of my favorite things about these books is just popping them open and seeing those designs just pop up like that. Hey, with the Michael Jordan one too. Ooh, clean shots. I almost left, but I think I'm gonna grab these two. You have the old school Chucky Rugrats watch, and these are the ones from Rugrats in Paris. Hey, and this is kind of cool too. This popcorn bucket of eyeballs and little skulls that are going, oh. Okay, so we have a cart full of it. This is not even including all the stuff that we still have over there. This is an insane day, guys. I think I've already spent like over 200 or something like that, and that's not including the other stuff. So it's gonna be running up a tab today for sure. Yes, sir.
That's it?
Yep.
Yeah. Bowling ball?
Heck yeah, dude. Appreciate it. All right, so the homie's going over to his car real quick. He apparently has a SpongeBob bowling ball as well as the bag to go with it. And also shout out to this dude, man, watching the channel. Thank you so much, dude. So he's gonna go back to his car and hopefully everything checks out with the bowling ball and we'll pick that up too. We just got the arcade machine recently. So this would kind of go perfect as like a little piece to attach to it as a little like accessory with it. So hopefully it's a nice one. I mean, sometimes the bowling balls can be pretty rough. I have one bowling ball, but it's pretty beat up and the bag is beat up too. So if it's in solid condition, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. They have these sick carpets too right here. They have the Gengar one. That one is badass right there. You guys know how much I love Gengar. That's sweet. And then we have this card that Curtis literally picked up today right here. I think this one is actually from the Legendary Collection Charizard, but that's still sick, dude. And then we got the Blue Eyes right here. Just kind of like the different iconic cards. That's like, you know, they have a few of them though. So all the iconic cards you've got is like carpets. You got the Venusaur there. You got Raichu. I wish I could, I'm trying to like think of all the sets here. Evolutions, Dragonite, some new school cards and some old school ones. So we do have this guy in the collection and we don't have this larger size Patrick, but I've never seen this Squidward in my life. So that is super tough. Thank you so much, man. Let's take a look here. The case is clean on it. That is dope. Like we have one, like I said, but the box is like thrash compared to this. I mean, people were using them to bowl. So therefore, most of the time they were throwing them around, throwing them in their trunk and, you know, they got pretty beat up. But let's see the bowling ball itself. I mean, the bowling ball's got a couple scrapes and a couple little bruises on it, but it's not too bad. And our buddy Mitchell works at a bowling alley, so he might be able to, you know, work some of this out too. So, well, he doesn't work at a bowling alley. His dad works at a bowling alley, but he spends a lot of time there. So maybe we can get him to work some of this stuff out too, maybe. How much are we asking for it? 20? Oh, heck yeah, dude. For 20 bucks, we'll definitely take that. That's a sweet deal too. So big shout out to him. Heck yeah, dude. That's a good replacement too for the bag as well. You got Otto on there, SpongeBob, Chucky, Jimmy. That's going right next to the bowling machine too. What is this day? We got a SpongeBob bowling ball with a brand new new Nicktoons bag to go with it. And look at our cart, and we got to go back and pay the other guy too. Like, what is happening right now? Okay, so you guys could see a drastic change in quality of video right now though. I only brought one camera battery because I really didn't expect to film this much. So keep that in mind. If you see it switch, it's because I switched over to my phone for the rest of the video. You know, I just want to keep looking around. I still haven't even gone through, I think I've gone through like maybe 20% of the entire flea market, but it's like a lot of the ones that I know that usually have the best stuff. So, you know, we will have to see, and maybe we'll get lucky like that on some other stuff, but we have to wait it out and see. But like I said, just battery's dying. Man, I can't believe what this day has been so far. It has been unbelievable. Big shout out to him for the bowling ball. That is fantastic. He was saying it goes online for about like 80 to 100 bucks, but he just doesn't want to ship it. Got it for $20. Okay, so now we're walking to the front. I actually parked this direction. Thing is like most of like the best booths, to be honest, are in the back. So I usually go past all of these ones just to get to the ones that I go to. But since we didn't go to any of these, I do these last. So I am gonna check these out, but I'm not the only one that does that. So these are the last ones to really get kind of checked out by like the vintage and retro collectors. So it's still a good chance that we'll hopefully find something on this side. How much?
20.
20? Will you take 10?
15.
Ah.
Right here, 10 or 15. Okay?
All right, let's do it. All right, so coin flip for 10 or 15?
Yes.
All right.
You say?
All right, tails.
Yeah.
Heads?
Yeah.
Ah, dang. All right. Let me see both sides of that coin, huh? I would say that coin was sus because it was like, I don't know if you guys could see the coin from a distance, but it was like chewed up and like beat up on the sides. But he let me call whether it was heads or tails. So, I mean, it must have been, you know, it had to have been one or the other, right? I could have said heads. They're definitely not licensed, but they're so cute nonetheless. Is it like supposed to be like penguins of Madagascar, like baby? Wait a minute, actually, no. Is it? I think they actually are. Ah, so it came with the movie, okay. So these toys came with the movie, apparently, I guess. I mean, I've never seen them before, but they are licensed. Was gonna leave these. She said $5 for them originally. The Nemo I still might leave because he's got the cracks on his eyes, but I'll take Hank for $3. So I'm at the next booth here, guys, and there is someone's like entire frog collection. There is an insane amount of frogs. I mean, I'm also saying this is a guy with about 2 billion Spongebobs in my garage, but this is an I'm almost like lost for words on how many frogs this is. I never just seen such a specific item with so many pieces. Okay, so at the same booth with all the frog stuff, I also picked up this vintage buttercup here. I do have this one in my collection, so this will probably end up on our stream. Got to give her a bath first though, get some of this dust off of her, make her look brand new first. Okay, so this one's like super, you know, there's different types of booths, you know, this one they kind of just pour everything out. The good thing about this is you can find some little hidden stuff sometimes, but it's also really hard to look through, you know, so you just got to kind of look through it. If I see anything, I will let you guys know. I'm not going to spend too much time though here because I do want to go pay for my stuff over at the booth where we got everything else, just because I want to make sure that, you know, nobody ends up grabbing stuff out of it and stuff like that, which is a chance that maybe that's already happened. I hope not, but it was either that or, you know, walk all the way back to my car and like have to make multiple trips and then possibly miss out on all the other stuff that we found. Yeah, and I mean, for the most part, it's mostly a lot of like modern stuff, you know, so there's really not a lot in there, like even like modern like Spongebob or anything like that. But, you know, it's still like one of those ones, I mean, there's probably some like hidden gem in here if you look long enough. All right, guys, just left the next booth and we picked up Garfield here. We're just kind of going, making our last rounds here because I think after we get back to where our original haul was, oh, look at all the Gengars. After we get back, this lady was staring at me, but she's not real. But after we get back to where we started and pay for everything, we're gonna probably head out of here. But we still have to get back to the cavern and check out everything, add everything up and see how much our overhaul ends up being, like overall value compared to how much we paid for it. I think it's gonna be insane, to be honest, in this video. This might be one of the biggest hauls we've ever gotten. And I mean, honestly, this flea market always has some great stuff. It's just this is the first time I've ever like taken the chance to like really film everything because it gets pretty hectic. You're trying to move fast, you're trying to dig, it gets crazy. So I didn't know how it would be filming it, but definitely having the GoPro here and, you know, just kind of doing it when I can in between clips wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Nonetheless, we made it happen, and I thought people would give me worse deals because I had like a camera on me and they would be like, oh yeah, he's filming it, so it must be something really good. But I think because they're on camera, they end up giving me better deals actually. So I don't know if that's just maybe I'm overthinking it, but I feel like this will happen today. So he said 8 for the Daffy mug here. There's a bunch of like Looney Tunes stuff. That's not a bad deal. I just don't know because he picked up so much stuff today. I'm like still thinking about what I'm gonna get overall, but I did want to share. They got more homies. You've seen a lot of homies today. Snow globe. This is another one too that I really like, is this Daffy all wrapped up as an ornament. It's got Scooby on the box too. Ooh, I'm gonna have to ask about that one and see what he says. This goes unreasonably hard. This Daffy, it's all wood too. This Daffy umbrella. It does actually work too. It was a little bent, but I was able to bend it back into shape. And then I'm gonna ask about that ornament that I saw too, but I think that's pretty much it. But there's a lot of really cool Daffy pieces nonetheless. Okay, so I ended up getting it for 20, and I also got the, I left the mug actually. Let me go back and get the mug. But I did get the Daffy and also the umbrella. I was mostly in it for the umbrella. That umbrella is ridiculously cool. I don't know if I can part from with that one. I forgot the mug. I'm just coming back to get this. So we got the mug, we got the ornament, as well as the sick Daffy umbrella. He wanted 10 for just that originally, and then he wanted 10 for this. Got basically this one for free. Bundling. Bundling is the trick. Okay, so all of my stuff is not here. So I am hoping that he moved it up to the front. Let's cross our fingers. That would be really, really bad. The stuff in the front?
Yes, I put it here in the...
Oh, okay. I was like, dang. Okay, so we are loading everything in. What a freaking day, guys. That is just unreal. It was just the craziest day. We'll definitely be filming again next time I go. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. We're gonna head back to the cavern so we can start adding all this stuff up and seeing what our overall haul ends up being, like total value. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit the like button if you want to see me do more of this type of stuff, and I definitely will make that happen. So this is just some of it, and we still have to make our way back over there to pick up 2 more containers, but we are already almost loaded up in the trunk. This Squidward's still blowing my mind. Like, how have I never seen this? My trunk has reached its capacity for the most part. So now I gotta put the cart in here still. Then we're gonna be heading back home to the cavern so we could check out everything, which is gonna be insane. I mean, I would say that this doesn't happen every weekend. I mean, this was a really, really good week, but I mean, it honestly is like, I usually can get like at least maybe 30 to 40% of this when I do come, maybe 50, 60% sometimes. This is a really good overall haul. So if you guys want to see more of these, let me know. Okay, we are back, and what a freaking haul. As you guys can see, I also cleaned up everything as well too. I mean, look at these Garfields compared to what they looked like before. I mean, look at this guy. That is a lot better. I mean, let's go ahead and do a flashback to what these Powerpuff Girls looked like beforehand. Actually, I think that's a good example right there. We'll put these on screen for you guys. Compared to now, much better. I've gotten pretty good at cleaning plushies over the years. They are not perfect, but wait till you see the Sailor Moon characters. I mean, only this one I took off of the card. I was able to clean all of them and keep their boxes as well. But now we have to start going through all of this and giving it an overall value. But if you watch this channel all the time, you guys know I like to be, break things down, go into like detail about each item. But with this much stuff, we are going to be going through it very quickly, especially when it comes to the anime DVDs. I'm gonna be rocket firing through them, and we'll just have the total kind of calculating up. The price to beat here for what I paid for everything was about more or less $650. That is a lot of money, but I was okay with spending it because I know that this is all going to be able to help me restock all of our inventory for our Whatnot streams and also for eBay. Today we'll be going based off of our eBay pricing, because Whatnot, it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less, you know, it kind of evens out around the same area usually. And hopefully we did pretty well, so we can add some more funds to our collection and help keep us doing everything that we do here in Southern California. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm doing this kind of in grouping. We'll pop up some comps being some sold listings on screen for some of them, and some of them I'm just going based off of an average because we have so many items to go through. So these guys right here, there are some that are listed for like $100 plus, but used they go for about $15 each, and I would say these are essentially used. I mean, they may be on the card, but they definitely have been through a lot. I would say they're definitely in used condition regardless of that though. So we went with $50 for these guys all together, and the reason why they are pretty pricey also is because they are a Hot Topic item. You're only able to get these at Hot Topic, and if you know plushies, Hot Topic exclusives can sometimes be pretty expensive. I wish they were in better shape, but hey, for what I paid for them, it's still a great price. The backpacks, we got the Spongebob backpack here, one of my favorite pieces ever. It has the Good Morning Krusty Crew and this is the first day of the rest of my week, which it says in the first episode, the first day of the rest of my life. So very, very early season backpack. There's one listed at $119 with like 4 watchers on it. I presume that if you dropped it down to $50, it is a very rare item, so finding listings is hard. If you dropped it down to $50, probably could sell it fairly fast, so we're giving it $50 overall value. But I'm gonna make a keep pile over here because some of this stuff is going into my collection if I don't have it, and it's Nickelodeon, of course. Next up, the Powerpuff Girls bag. This one goes for $20, and if you guys remember, I paid $15 for both of these backpacks, which is an amazing deal. And for some people, they see a backpack like this at the flea market, and they're expecting them to give them like $3 for the bag, or $4, or maybe $5 for the bag. I understand wanting to get cheap prices, but at the end of the day, something I've learned is building on that relationship with them ends up making you overall more deals, and you get cooler items long term. And you'll see a couple items in here that I picked up at like kind of a high price, but it was just because I didn't pick up anything else from that seller, and I wanted to kind of, you know, respect them for their time. So just to, you know, kind of keep that going and know that I'm somebody that's going to be picking up stuff from them. And that's how you end up with situations like the bowling ball. Like that guy didn't even have that out, but because he knew what I was into and he knew I'd probably pay what he was asking for it, he brought it out. But we'll talk about that when we get back to it. The Transformers book, I picked this one up because of the fact that as a collector, I know a lot of these Ultimate guys, especially when it comes to Transformers and stuff like this, they can go for a lot just because the illustrations in them are insane. This one went for $44.99, used condition. Next up, and definitely going in the keep pile, is the Chucky backpack here with the card still in it. So the Tommy one is the only one I could find. It sold for $25 with a used ID card in it as well. This one's got a brand new ID card, and I think it looks better than the Tommy one, so we're gonna at least give it $25 as well though. And that's going in the keep pile. Again, if it's something like this, if it's Nickelodeon, I already have it, then that'll be going into our Whatnot streams. Or if it's not something that I think that, you know, our overall audience on Whatnot would be interested in as much, that'll go over to our eBay shop. But the Blaster Pistol, the Rabbids, goes for about 15 bucks, and that was in a non-tested condition. And this one still works. 15 bucks on screen. Next one up, this one I was so hesitant on leaving because it just looks so expensive. And sometimes, you know, another tip is like looking for stuff that on the surface doesn't look super expensive, and that usually will get a little bit better deal. But you know, these people, they sell a bunch of different style of stuff, and they know quality when they see it, you know. And this looks expensive, so I was hesitant on it, but I just couldn't leave it behind because it's so cool getting to see all the princesses and Moana all in one board here. And it goes for about 40 bucks. Okay, so the Scooby-Doo Dimensions, these actually have gone up quite a bit to about $50 to $55. But since this one is crushed, most people are just looking for the figures anyway. The figures themselves go for about the same price. I still dropped it down a little bit though to $40. These Scooby minifigures, I actually don't think these are vintage, like now that I look at them, but they have a very vintage styled with the green labeling on it. But I just don't know, I just feel like they aren't for some reason. I don't see a year on here, but something just tells me that they aren't as old as I was thinking. But nonetheless, still 25 bucks. The peanuts here. So this one right here is a weird one. There's one that sold for 50, but again, this one's a little bit more beat up. I always try to go a little bit lower. You know, it could go for a little higher, but assuming we need to take a little bit more time, send some offers out to get it to sell, I like to have a very generous number by the end of it. So we went with 30. Next up, Phineas and Ferb, or sorry, not Phineas and Candace. Phineas and Candace, this one is a small one. I think we paid $10 for it. Sells for 30. The Halo 3, man, that was the last Halo game that I really played. I played a little bit of Reach, but this was the last Halo I was really in on back in the 360 days. And I had a feeling that Lone Wolves 2 would probably be a more of the pricey one because of the fact that it's kind of a more obscure team compared to Team Red, Team Blue. You know, they've become pretty iconic. But this one goes for about 25 bucks. The Avatar set. So this is one of those ones you for sure know is going in the keep pile. All three of the books here, brand new, sealed. They aren't super expensive. They go for about $55 for the entire collection sealed just like this. Maybe a little bit more than that. But for me, that's money that I don't have to spend in the future. And I got them for like, I think $3 to $4 each. So $12 all in. Obviously, when you buy online, you know exactly what you're getting and you can get exactly what you want. I would have, there's a possibility I would have never found these. But since I did, it's just money I don't have to spend down the line to get this entire collection just like this. And this is my dream Avatar complete series collection comparatively to the newer box. That one's awesome, but you have all the artwork here, all the inserts, everything is just contained in all this, all the bonus content. I love it. So definitely a keeper, but 55 bucks. Next up here, we've got Banette and Halucha. Honestly, I might sell this one and immediately go out and buy this Darkrai one, or maybe buy the Mega Gengar one. I do love Banette too, but not as much as those two. And this one goes for about 30. I'm assuming the Darkrai one probably goes for a bit more, you know, that's just how it goes, but still 30 bucks isn't bad. This is from the XY era, so it's a little older and also very in vogue. This is the Patrick Ty Beanie Baby, but this one's interesting because usually you find the 6-inch version. This is the 11-inch one. He goes for about $15, but we're just gonna go ahead and give him 10. Next up, we have the Neopets magazine. Pretty much everything Neopets is like pretty pricey except for like the McDonald's toys. This one goes for 15, but there's some Neopet magazines that go for like 45, 50, $75. The Smurfs, there is one listed with 9 watchers with $100 as the price on it, and not nearly as good a shape as this one, but the last sold one was $40, so we're gonna go with $35. The Tommy and Dill watch, we've sold these a lot in the past, so I kind of knew they were worth around the same price, but they have also gone up a little bit too. They're both about $15 each in brand new condition, which these ones are both brand new inside. Next up, we have the McDonald's Finn toys. So a lot of people may think that McDonald's toys don't have any value. That couldn't be further from the truth. There are some, especially meal toys in general, when you get into like Subway, that can hold a lot of value. The Adventure Times are one of those ones. Like the Jake one goes for like $20 brand new sealed. So for Finn, we're gonna go ahead and give him $15. And then just in case I'm high on any of those, all of the meal toys, we're gonna go ahead and say zero value, even though most of them probably do go for about $10. These are all pretty old ones, especially including the Spongebob movie ones that are pretty popular. We're just gonna go ahead and say no value on those ones, Joe, just to speed things up here a little bit, and also to cover my bases if I went high on anything else. I'd say that's still like easily $25 to $30 worth of meal toys right there, just because of the ones that I picked, especially in the market that I sell in. So just a little extra. The Sailor Moon, the little chibi Sailor Moon goes for about $10. Bunny Spongebob, $10. This one is tough. He's so rare, there's literally not one sold on eBay that I could find. I, as a SpongeBob collector, would say having this, I saw this one online because I never have seen him, I would pay up to $50 to $60 for him, and that would be a hard decision, but like I've never seen this before, and I love like anything Halloween motif. Like I wouldn't spend that on a lot of plushies, but this one I definitely would. So I was so hyped when we found that one, I couldn't stop looking at it. But I can't go based on what I would pay for because obviously I'm an anomaly, but I still think just because of his rarity with the tag on him, he deserves $20. And this guy, oh man, so a lot of times this is something that happens with me. I make a lot of my worst buys at the beginning because I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna be getting, how good the day is gonna be. So I set my expectations really low. We have a little bit of a Winnie the Pooh kind of thing going on over at our stream. So I always bring Winnie the Pooh stuff. This one is from China, but it is 100% licensed. I paid $10, I think. I thought it was a lot, but the most recent sold one was like 50. But I mean, I can't find it again, and that was like a one-off sale. I'm gonna just say hopefully I doubled my money and he's 20, okay? Because I mean, I don't want to give it a higher price than it actually is, but it's hard to find that one in particular, being that it's not from here. Okay, keeping it going again, these Transformers books, man, I always have good luck with these. $65 on eBay. I do also sell on Amazon. I might even be able to get a little bit more than that for it if I do it there, but I'm gonna go and just go with the eBay price again. So $65, let's go 60. I mean, you really do get to learn as much as you possibly can about all the different figures, their years, their ranking on their endurance, their speed, their roll speed. I wish there was like an encyclopedia like this for Spongebob product. Who knows, maybe one day we'll make it. We got the Daffy's coffee mug. The ones that I saw sold were $20 and they were used. This one is still brand new in the mug, in the box, and a fantastically awesome cup too. I'm gonna give it $20. The My Neighbor Totoro mug, I could not find it anywhere online. I think because looking through the pictures alone, I just kept getting like prints of this artwork. I'm just gonna say hopefully it retained its value of $10. $10. The Rugrats puzzle, about 15. That's the Daffy umbrella. I am in love with this so much. This is all wooden, crafted, sculpted handle made out of wood. Like, it is beautiful. But I live in Southern California where we don't have much rain. So like, do I need to keep it? Probably not. But you guys let me know, should I keep the Daffy umbrella? Because this would be the coolest umbrella ever to have. I do love my Spongebob ones, but they're kid umbrellas, so they're kind of small. This one's an adult size umbrella, and it's got Daffy as the handle. But like I said, it rains like twice a year here, so what do you guys think? Let it go to get something new for the Nickelodeon collection that I actually will be able to get more love and use out of, or keep the Daffy umbrella just because it's sick. If not, it'll be going to our whatnot stream. It's going to the maybe pile. And for him, I gave him $30 because there is no other ones on eBay. You can pretty much set your own price, and for me, I think a minimum that's $30 would I would have to get paid to even consider letting it go. Batman box set here with the lenticular cards. This one goes for about $45. It's not in perfect shape, so let's just go with $35. Really a surprising one, like a late day find, and that's why I always say some people, if they don't like, some of my friends, if they don't end up like at the flea market right in the morning, they don't even bother going because it's just like, oh well, everything good's gone, and that's couldn't be further from the case. There's so many people with different expertise that I think even at the last minutes of the day, there's still some decent stuff out there if you know what you're looking for. Because this was still there towards the end of the day, and that is the Garfield ornament. A musical ornament with Garfield sitting there eating Santa's cookies. And it sells for $79.99, so $80 for the Garfield deal here. We're gonna do 60, but I paid $5 for it, and it's brand new. I didn't even know that when I got it. I just liked it. But $89, and like I said, anything vintage Garfield always ends up being pretty decent. Okay, so the Pokemon box set here, if it was sealed, they go for about $70. I had a few of these, but since this one is open, it does have all the figures, and the figures individually, some people are selling for like $8 to $9 plus shipping. I'm still gonna go ahead and say probably 30 bucks for it all together. I would have got it for 10, but I got it for 15 because I lost a coin flip. The Magic the Gathering Funko Pop, he would be $25 if he was mint, but then they put this stupid big red sticker on his face, which I didn't even notice when I picked him up for some reason. Now I'd say maybe 10, 15 if I'm lucky. The Daffy, I knew this was a good one when I saw it. The Bugs equivalent, I mean, look at, you got the Warner Brothers store, like characters on the back there, Scooby. The Bugs Bunny version of this sold for $60, but I mean, this is Daffy, he's not Bugs, and this is also duck season, so he's not in good luck. So we just went at half the price of Bugs, and that's $30. Around Christmas time, people love to get stuff like this, these vintage ornaments, so I definitely think 30 is definitely possible. The Chucky and also the Reptar, to me, these are priceless. The fact they're so minty on the card like that too, the colors are so vibrant. They go for about $15 each, but these are going in the keep pile because I don't think that I have those ones sealed. I have both those keychains, but not sealed like that, so definitely a great find. And if I do end up having them, which I feel like maybe the Reptar one I possibly do, they'll end up going to my whatnot stream. This character seems to be a little more popular than the other one we did. She goes for about 15. Hello Kitty for about 10. All of the Power Rangers, I just went with 20. I didn't feel like looking them all up, and the one that would have been worth the most was this one, and he was 15, so I'm just doing 20 for all of them. I forgot to put this one back because I found out most of the Duel Master stuff isn't worth much, but it still went for 10, so, you know, not too bad. The sealed Dragon Ball Z Cell games, one of a lot of people's favorite arcs of Dragon Ball Z. You get to see all the transformations of Cell back there. Goes for about 20 bucks. Now we're going to be doing all the Sailor Moon ones, and again, guys, okay, especially this one. Ryan, pop up the clip of what Tuxedo Mask looked like at the flea market. Let's watch that back. Now look at him. Look at him, man. Boy, looks like Michael Jackson getting ready for the Grammys. Are you kidding me? Looks so clean. I cleaned the boxes. I cleaned the figures. How do I do this? If you guys want to know, let me know, and I'll give you guys the sauce, if you will. You know, it's a little trade secret. It's not that secret, but it, you know, to keep the box is definitely not easy. But he is clean as could be. Oh, I forgot Phil and Lil. They were for 15 as well, too. Phil and Lil as well. There you go. That's going to the keep pile, too. Let's go ahead and do these Sailor Moon ones. I got to check them out first. All right, so for these Sailor Moon ones, I'll be starting these all off at a much lower price on my Whatnot stream, but just for what their eBay prices go for. Luna goes for about $30. This one goes for about $20 with the tag on it, just like that. Venus is about 25 bucks, and the prices are adjusted for their condition. The plushies look great, but the boxes, you know, still need some work. This one is about $20 just because the box is so thrashed. Mercury is 30, and Tuxedo Mask, to be honest, I thought he was going to be the most just because like I felt like he would be the one people bought the least. There'd be less of them still on the card like this, but he's only 25 bucks. I mean, not only, I mean, 25 bucks is still pretty good, but I had higher expectations for him, to be honest. All right, so now what I'm going to do is these are all a bunch of minifigures, and like I said, some of these Garfield ones, just like these individual ones, can go for like 10 bucks. So I'm gonna do some brief research here and probably just do a very undervalued, like, general price for everything, just because there's just so many of them. And just so you guys don't think my price is like over the top, like here's just an example. I've only gone through 3 right now. Both Fiaco and Dot go for about $10 each, and here's a comp on screen for Michigan J Frog going for about $15 to $20. So I mean, there is a lot of value in these like older plastic figures because they're just nostalgic for a lot of people, and plus they're fantastically well designed. But let me go ahead and finish up all of them. Okay, so for all of the little toys here, if I nickel and dimed every single one of them, they go for about $2.50 all together. $2.64 actually, if you're talking every single cent on their sold listings. But I just want to make sure, again, this is the most generous number possible, so we can't say that I overpriced anything, and if I did, this will count towards that. We're just gonna go with $150 for all of it. And I know they just look like little tiny figures for people, but these are Warner Brothers store exclusives. They're amazing sculpts of them, and most of them are like 20 to 30 years old. So an amazing haul there on these little figures. We're just adding 150 to our total. I'm gonna put them back in the bag so I don't lose them. So for the Teletubbies, these are all the talking ones. We're only missing one of them. I might keep these, I don't know, but I just kind of would want the other one. Like, you know, I just think they're really cute. $25 each on these. So about $75. They were a little bit more than that. I brought them down to about $25 because people were asking like $12 shipping, which is not necessary for these. Mars goes for $15. Artemis goes for $15 as well. And the Garfields, this one went for $15. This one, I figured out what he was supposed to have now. He was supposed to have some spaghetti on his head. It took me so long to find this one with the spoon. That actually comes with him. It looks like such a, like, you know, throwaway, like, disposable spoon. But if he had the spaghetti, he goes for about 40 bucks. We're gonna say 15 because he only has the spoon. And then the big Garfield here, he's actually the most pricey one. He goes for 25 bucks. Okay, so that is it for all of the major items. Oh wait, Poe is, we also have the small Teletubby. We'll throw them in there for free too. Again, another add-on item. But we also have all of this anime here. This right here is gonna take way too long to go through, so I'm just gonna add all of it up based off of where the best place to sell it is, whether it's on Amazon or eBay, and come up with the grand total of what it all ends up being valued at, and give you that number because you know, this is comfort cartoons. A lot of these animes are really obscure. Probably a lot of them most people have never heard of, and those end up being a lot of the pricey ones. For example, this one right here, the Ping Pong collection, just this disc goes for like $100 to $150, and they're used. This one's a brand new, so I would say probably you could easily ask $150, be patient, and maybe get that. So that's just an example. Let me go ahead and go through all of this, and I'll give you the grand total. This might be like 30 to 40% of the haul, maybe. So after adding in all of the anime DVDs, again, looking through Amazon, eBay, eBay trying to find where's the best place to put them. It ended up being over $1,000, $1,030 to be exact. And you add that to our overall value of the other stuff that looks like it was around $1,600. That brings us to $2,500 in that day at the flea market. A lot of YouTubers like to say the number and not explain like everything that goes with it. So I do want to clarify as well, that does not include the boxes, shipping, the fees, eBay, Amazon, whatnot. All of them have pretty heavy fees, nor does it include all the work that's going to go into getting everything packed, cleaning, finding it, organizing it, packing it up. But even with all that being said, we still more than doubled what I put in at $600. So a fantastic day. And more than even just that, is just all the items that I get to keep for the collection. And some of those items I would have never probably picked up had I not found them out there in a wild at a great price. So it was a fun day. We got to get some great funds to add back into the collection so I can make awesome videos for you guys here, afford my life here in Southern California, and at the same time bring some epic stuff to our whatnot stream. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. If you want to see me do another flea market video, I could try to do one at least once a month. Maybe I can do one twice a month. I'll definitely try my best. Not every single weekend is this crazy, but most weekends are actually pretty good. It's just there's no guarantee that it's going to be a lot of, like, I can't always guarantee that it's going to be stuff that's, you know, in the niche of what I do here on Comfort Cartoons. But on that note, if you want to support the show, go check out the Patreon, the whatnot down below. When you sign up for the whatnot link, you get $15 for free towards your first order. And if you're interested in any of the stuff that I picked up today, that is going to be the best place to go, because many of the items we're going to be auctioning off over there, as well as giving away over there on my whatnot streams. And on our Patreon, you'll be getting an extended version of this video. I already know it's a long one, so there's probably a pretty decent extended version over there on Patreon. You can sign up for only $2 a month. But on that note, I mean, I would say scan it, but this is a lot of stuff to scan. So stay tuned here. We're gonna add a couple items to the collection. Minimal, yeah, scan it. Okay, so for my avatar set here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put these in the vault in my sealed collection, just because the DVDs we typically have in here are ones that I watch actively, and being sealed, I can't really do much with them, but I do want to keep them in the minty shape they are, so they're gonna be preserved in the sealed collection. The Rugrats are going here with my Tommy from the Mott's collection. Very similar in sizing to these. I mean, in fact, they may even be the exact same mold. I have to go look in the vault, but I'm pretty sure I might have the Tommy one as well too somewhere, so I just need one more, being Angelica. Okay, and the bowling ball, I'm actually gonna put this right here. And for right now, that won't make any sense at all, but in a few months or a few weeks or however long it takes, this is gonna make a lot of sense as to why this is here, okay? Foreshadowing. Ooh. The backpacks will go to the vault as well. I really wish that this one had the tag on it. And when I go to Nickelodeon, New Jersey, I don't know, I'm tempted to bring this one. As a collector, this one's so minty that I'd be afraid to use it, taking it on a plane and all that stuff. But my goodness, is this just absolutely fire. Okay, and I think this little shady spot over here is perfect with the Frank and Bob. We have Frank and Squidward right next to the Dutchman Squidward. I kind of, like, I don't know, I guess because you see Squidward in these costumes so infrequently. I mean, we've seen Spongebob dressed as everything in the world, but Squidward, it's like kind of infrequent, so it just makes him so much cooler. I should probably put him in the green label section since he does have the green label tag, but I mean, come on, how could I let him miss out on an aesthetic like this? All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Again, Patreon, whatnot, all that information is down below. I'll see you guys over there, and I'll see you guys in this video right here, the last video on this channel. I know you're gonna love it. Go take a look and see what we're up to. I'll see you over there, and as always, I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and bloop.